Brother, if you ever underestimate the power of manipulation in women, I am happy to tell you that you are a walking corpse. Sometimes you might love a lady to the extent that you really feel special to really be protective to her after she has played some game on you, but you never perceive it as game. My dear brother, it's a top level manipulation you really need to understand. At this point, you will love this lady so much that you can actually break your bank to protect her, to provide for her, and do a whole lot of things. Even your friends and family will see you behaving in this manner. They think it's all about voodoo. My dear brother, it is not all about voodoo, and you really need to understand. Meanwhile, the reality is that this manipulation can work on any man regardless who he is, even myself. But the reality is, if you have self-reflection to retrace everything you do, every action you take, then you can actually escape from this manipulation. But if you are this kind of man that is so stoic into believing you are a strong man, you are whatever you are, you will be triggered in this direction and you will be locked in that direction for life. I want you guys to wake up to this consciousness. Sometimes you might see a married man with kids and then decide to pack out to another lady. Sometimes the woman she packed to might even be a single mother of 3, 4, 5 and like that. And everybody will think it's all about voodoo. My dear brother, it is not all about voodoo. It is a top level manipulation and you really need to be aware of this manipulation I'm talking about. If not, my dear brother, you are a goner. However, the only safety measure is the ability for you to really be able to reevaluate yourself at intervals, whereby you ask yourself this sincere question like, why do I love who I love? Why do I like what I like? Why do I do what I do? If you can ask all these questions sincerely and you are ready to answer it, then the clarity of being manipulated will reveal itself to you. But if you don't have this capability, my dear brother, may God save your soul. When you have the ability to grow in this capability of reevaluating yourself, that is what is called self-reflection or self-awareness. And when you don't have it, only God can save you. When a man falls into this trap, to himself, he believes he is functioning at his own best and he is actually doing what he loves doing. But he did not know that he is being manipulated to behave in that pattern. But the reality is that the woman have carefully studied your weakness and she is using that weakness against you. Because your weakness, you might be seeing it as power, and that power is what she is using to work against yourself. Until you have this level of awareness, then you are likely not to get out of that manipulation trap. Meanwhile, let me give you 2 or 3 of these manipulation traps you often fall into unconsciously. My dear brother, number 1, a lady might fabricate a story and tell you that this story I'm telling you, I've never told anyone, and that might really trigger some part of you to feel like, yes, I am a man, I am special to this lady, and by so doing, the ability to trigger your protective power on her will be on, and then you can break your bank, you can stop going home, you can forget your family, you can forget your work, and then you always want to be around this lady to do whatever she wants for her, but she might shock you when she is satisfied. I want you to think about it. Number 2, she might be giving you all sort of crap on phone call or chat, telling you like whenever she is talking to you, she feels safe. She's chatting you, she might say she's feeling safe chatting you. My dear brother, I want you to know it is a top level manipulation plan to make you feel like you are different from every other person. And by the time you fall too deep into this trap, it will be working on you more like voodoo. And your family, your friends, and everybody will think you are under spell. I want you to think about this. Number 3, sending you nude pictures, sending you letter with kiss slip on it and a whole lot is a top level manipulation to make you feel like she can't do anything without you. She loves you heaven and earth. But the reality is, she is actually pushing you into a position where she can get whatever she wants to get from you. But the shocking part of the whole story is that when she is done with you, when she is satisfied, when she has made enough money, or she really wants to go and settle down for real, she can cut the cable, and then that is when you will now realize that you are actually being manipulated all this while. My dear brother, when you fall for this manipulation, you can break your bank, you can spend all your money, you can do all manners of things that is even beyond your own imagination to do, and definitely you will do it for her with ease. And by the time she actually cut off from you, that is when you will wake up to reality. And that time, you might have created more damage in your life before you realize. Think deeply about this, my dear brother. I wish you to wake up and reevaluate yourself at every interval. May God bless. Peace out.